Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. A dying Everett emerges to say goodbye to Stephanie, and Jack and Chad find the mystery woman's location. At the Salem Inn, Jada and Stephanie hover Bobby's body on the bed. His eyes are closed and his pulse is weak. Jada finds the pill bottle and asks how many he took. He mumbles that he didn't. As she pleads with Bobby, his heavy eyelids slowly open. "I'm Everett." Connie grins while sitting behind a desk at Dimra. She washed herself of the Bobby problem. Now, she can focus on making Gabi and Stefan pay for what they did to Lei. She can't wait for Gabi to find out that Stefan slept with Ava. Connie jumps up as Ava enters. She cheerfully tries to buddy up to Ava, who disdainfully eyes her. Upon learning Gabi is out for the day with Stefan, Connie heads out. At the bistro, Gabi learns over the phone that there's no change in Rafe. Hanging up, Gabi apologizes to Stefan for not focusing on their anniversary. Stefan is understanding. She's allowed to focus on her brother, who's in a coma. She knows Jada is on the case, but she has her hands full running the department and potentially looking for Abigail. He pours champagne, and they toast to Rafe making a swift recovery, to Abigail being alive, and to them. They move on to discussing his career as a restaurateur, which began so he could run drugs for Clyde. She understands he did it to keep her safe, but whose idea was it for him and Ava to pretend to be having an affair? Stefan tries to change the subject, but Gabi wants to know it wasn't his idea. He confirms it was Ava's idea and that she kissed him, but it was just to keep their cover. Bristling, Gabi asks if it was just one kiss. No, Stefan says. It wasn't. At The Spectator, Jack tells Chad the video has been enhanced by 70%. They pull up much clearer footage of the woman pacing in the empty room, but still can't see her face. As they scan the room for clues, Chad points to the screen. "What's that?" Jada calls for help at the Salem Inn as Stephanie sits with Everett. His voice at a whisper, he says he tried so hard to get back to her. He's sorry he didn't make it. She urges him to hang on. Everett cries as he says he feels dizzy. "I love you, Steph." "I never stopped." His eyes close and his head lolls. Jada checks his pulse and locks eyes with a weeping Stephanie. "I'm so sorry," she says. "We got here too late." As Stephanie reels, the women wonder what he meant by not taking the pills. Also, what made Everett emerge? Jada suggests they start with the basics and puts on latex gloves. Sirens blare outside as she sees the open laptop. "I think it's a suicide note." As tears stream down Stephanie's face, Jada reads the letter that Connie wrote addressed to Jada from Bobby. It serves as Bobby's confession to stabbing Rafe. Stephanie kneels next to Everett's lifeless body and cradles his head. Jada continues reading the letter that says without Jada, he has nothing else to live for. It points her to the proof of his guilt in hopes it'll give her a promotion. Jada runs to the cabinet and finds the bloody gloves Connie stashed there. Melinda receives a chilly reception from Ava upon entering the Dimmer office. Melinda reminds her she's no longer the DA, they're on the same side now. If she can set aside her wrenching pain over Kristen killing Haley, maybe there's hope for the two of them. Ava agrees. As for why she's there, Melinda recalls meeting Connie, who was on a blind date with Lee. And now, per her employment forms, she's living in his old apartment. How weird is that? Ava tries to explain the coincidence away. However, Melinda recalls Connie blaming her for Lee's death, and then later apologizing for it. She has a weird feeling, but Ava scoffs. "It's not like she killed the guy." Melinda chuckles in agreement. At the bistro, Stefan admits to Gabi that he kissed Ava a second time to keep up their cover. But that's it. Connie breezes in and Gabi introduces Stefan to her new assistant. Connie's distracted gaze travels around the restaurant until Stefan whistles for her attention. She snaps out of it, remarking how nice the restaurant is. She wishes she would have come there with her old boyfriend. She has Gabi sign documents for Ava and leaves. After noting how odd yet dependable Connie is, get their anniversary back on track. Gabby seductively says she'll make it her mission to make Stefan forget about those kisses with Ava. Does this mean we're okay? He asks. Since it was just 2 kisses, she can let it go. She passionately kisses him. Stefan's grin fades as he embraces her. In the newsroom, Chad points out a billboard outside a window in the video. Jack zooms in on the logo, revealing a Missouri area code that covers Poplar Bluff, Aka, the gateway to the Ozarks, Aka, the home of Clyde Weston. They head out,